My name is Bernadette Garcia and I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I hope that this billboard will raise awareness, and I hope that whoever passes this way and sees the billboard will reflect on the message and tell themselves, why does the United States give Israel so much money in this manner? And then they'll stop and ask themselves, why do we, the people, allow it to continue?
I'm Floyd Barrett, and I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we have been having demonstrations weekly in Albuquerque to stop the $30 billion to Israel. We are sending all that money just to encourage Israel to continue its policy of taking Palestinian land and oppressing the Palestinian people. And now that Palestine has so little land left, we are advocating for Palestine and for the human rights of all Palestinians.
My name is Todd Lindblom, and I'm really proud to be part of this group protesting and in support of the billboard here.
My name is Rita Erickson, and I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I am happy that New Mexicans are becoming more aware, it seems to me. There's a large population of people, I think, that are more sympathetic to the Palestinians here. Palestinians identify very much with Native Americans, and of course we have such a large population of Native Americans here that Palestinians really empathize and identify with. This billboard is important because far too many Americans either don't know nothing about this issue or they're totally misinformed about this issue.
My name is Peggy Wallace. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico. And when I was a little girl, my mother was so happy, as this nice little Christian lady, was so happy about Israel becoming a nation. And of course she didn't know lots about it. It's just what the Bible. But one of the things Rabbi Michael Lerner, as a child, a lot of lies have been told about this. Rabbi Michael Lerner, editor of Tikkun magazine, was taught this big lie that was spread so widely that it was a land without a people for a people without a land. Instead, they just went in, chased people off, destroyed homes. Now they continue to destroy homes, destroy farmland, destroy the way of living with their fences. They won't even allow people to get to their land. And the little children are harassed and made sick from the bad water that they let flow from the settlements.
Hi, my name is Sue Skirman. I support this billboard telling Congress to spend our money at home, not on the Israeli military.
And then they should call or write to their government and tell them no more $30 billion for Israel.
I've been following this pretty much since high school, which for me was probably the '67 war. And it seems to me that every news report I've ever heard is talked about how Israel is the victim in this war. But if you look at any maps of the area, you can see that Israel is actually the aggressor, always has been the aggressor. And the Palestinians are getting left with less and less land, less and less water usage. It's just it just seems like a criminal thing to support, and that's why I'm very happy that the billboard is here.
So we want people to become more aware, and I really feel like Americans, if they were more aware, they would object to the $30 billion that's going to Israel just as much as I do, because they'd see that it's such a waste to perpetuate this conflict by supporting Israel's occupation of Palestine and violence and oppression of the Palestinians. If the Israelis really wanted peace, they would end that occupation, they would stop the settlements on Palestinian land, and they would give Palestinians room to breathe and live without so much violence in their lives.
And I don't understand why our representative here, who has very lovely little children, would, even when Jewish people went to him to talk about this, he insists of sending the money to Israel, which I think is a very heartless, criminal thing to do. And the whole lack of intellectual honesty about the issue and lack of information is one of the things that appalls me the most.
I believe that the $30 billion in American military aid to Israel makes us complicit in crimes against international law and human rights violations, and I don't want to feel complicit in human rights violations.
Stop military aid to Israel.
So please, call your congressperson. That would be Martin Heinrich for the Albuquerque district, Ben Ray Lujan for the north, Harry Teague for the south. Our two senators, Jeff Bingaman and Tom Udall, ask them to introduce legislation that ends U.S. military aid to Israel.
We're going to put it on our website, put it on YouTube. I don't know if we can put it on the End the Occupation website. Do something, get educated, visit our website where you can find a lot of information. Our website is www.stop30billion.com. Thank you. Take 10! What's that?